In this video, I will show you everything you need to know about these bulb-shaped wireless security cameras, how to set up, how to operate it, how to pair it with both Android phones and also iPhones, and how to do everything on them. By the way, these cameras come under a few different manufacturers, but for most part they're actually pretty much the same, I would say. Also, if you need the manual for it, you can pause the video wherever you need. So I'll show you at first the written manual, but in this video I will simply show you what to do everything here. If you need this, you can simply pause the video here wherever you need. But yeah, the manual isn't actually that good in my opinion. Okay, and also on the other side. Okay, anyway, yeah, let me show you everything you need to know about it. First, this camera can also use micro SD memory cards where to store basically all the footage. So we are going to need to insert it here. So I suggest to use maybe at least 64 GB memory card, maybe like 32 if you do not have it. But again, any lower than that, and again, you won't get very good experience with it. So simply take first your memory card, position like this, and we can simply insert it inside here. So simply click it inside, and it actually doesn't even go fully inside. So you see like an edge gets left outside. That's completely normal on these cameras, but as soon as you hear it clicks inside, it should be okay. And what's absolutely great about this camera, we can pretty much install it in any like light socket. So this is E27 essentially. And also, yeah, if you do not have any spare light socket, it also comes with this adapter here as well, that you can install on a ceiling, for example, wherever you need. So you see you can connect your plus and minus here. You have the screws here inside the box here, and then you basically screw in this camera here. So you attach it to the ceiling and you can start using it. Also, what's absolutely cool about these cameras, they can also see in complete darkness as well. So you see you have the infrared sensors here as well. So, and this actually switches automatically if the camera basically gets left in a complete darkness. So if the light goes off, it automatically will switch to the infrared vision and start filming in the infrared. And also this camera also like rotates in 360. So you see you can rotate it pretty much just as you need basically. So again, full 360 you basically. Also on the back of your camera, also pay attention to any like ID numbers and passwords. Also see you have a QR code that you can use to manually pair this camera if it doesn't pair automatically. And then yeah, you can download the application for it. For example, this camera uses V380 app. So for example, again, it's available on the Play Store and also on the Apple Store, essentially. So if this app doesn't work for you, simply again check which app you have. Maybe you have a manual for it. So again, it should actually mention the app. But yeah, if it doesn't work with this V380 Pro, you can also maybe try this. This is also very popular, or also this one. If these do not work, also maybe try with these. But again, these aren't that popular in my opinion. This probably is the most popular one. Then I'm going to screw in my power. So I'm simply using this table lamp for this demonstration. So again, any socket where you can screw in bulbs will do. So let's turn it on. And next you simply need to wait for the camera to start talking with you. So let's see.
Camera is starting. Please wait.
So wait a bit. It will like test itself and prepare for the usage. So
Bluetooth
see.
is ready. Please scan the QR code on the camera and wait for the connection.
Let's basically download this app and open it up. So I'll show you how to set up. So agree to these terms here. Okay, and also you need to create an account here, or also you can log in with Google. So simply click here. Okay, so I logged in. Skip these, and also make sure to click here. We have to give permissions for this app. So enable the location permissions, and also Bluetooth permissions, otherwise it won't be able to find it. And then click confirm. And then we have to click add device here. Yep, allow this. And as you see, you have two choices. Either you can simply point your camera at this QR code here, or also if everything is okay, it should ultimately find itself. So look over here. If it finds, you can simply click here. If it doesn't, you can literally just take your camera basically and point at this QR code right on the camera over here. Okay, so I'm simply going to tap here. Yep, agree. Okay. Click here. Confirm. And also we need to select our Wi-Fi network that we are going to use with this camera. Also, one more important thing, your Wi-Fi network has to run in 2.4 GHz frequency. If you have 5 GHz Wi-Fi, you have to actually go in settings and change it to 2.4 GHz. It doesn't work with a modern 5 GHz, which is a bit ridiculous. Then, so yeah, simply choose your Wi-Fi network name here and enter the password of it. Let's check. Yeah, so enter the Wi-Fi network password here. And if everything is okay,
please enter a 4-digit password. 4910.
okay.
Received configuration information.
So you see we had to input the number the camera was saying to us.
Connecting.
It says connecting.
Network connected.
Yep.
Bind successfully. Camera ready.
Okay, so wait a bit more. We can skip this, so it's some cloud storage offer, view device. Okay. It will just give us some like information how to use it here. Okay, and as you see the camera is already working here. Yep. Also, if we click on the picture here, so enlarge it, as you see, you can get like decent picture over here. Also, we can enable the sound here transmission. So by default, basically the sound doesn't get transmitted unless you enable it over here. Also, we can change the recording resolution here. So like SD and HD. Also, we can turn on the light on the camera as well. So you see, or also auto light. Okay. And also we can send a warning signal essentially. So yeah, if you want to scare someone, for example, click this.
Caution, you are under surveillance. Caution, you are under surveillance.
So you see, cool. Okay, and also you see, we can basically control the camera here, move it around just as you want. Also over here we can zoom in as well if you want to. Also take a picture at any time. So as it takes picture, for example, of what's going on at the time. And also we can record in our phone storage as well. So if you press this button, it will record in your phone memory, not only in the microSD card as well. So you can stop it. And also if you click here, you can also talk with someone. So send like a voice message through the camera. So you see. So you hold it. Hey, what's up? So you see, you can basically like press this button, hold, speak in the phone, and the sound will basically come outside the speaker of this camera. So where do we have the speaker? So over here we have a speaker, so the sound is coming basically out here, and someone can hear you basically as you are talking with him. And also over here, if we click on the more, as you see, you can also even enable motion tracking as well if you want to. Like light control, you can configure basically the picture quality here, and also even calibrate basically this movement of the camera as well. If you go back here, click here, settings, you can even configure more things here. So you see, for example, the auto like basically rotation of it. So it covers like larger area here. Also what's cool, this camera even has night vision as well. So if you basically turn off the light, so let me turn off. Okay, so it will take maybe like a few seconds to turn on it. once it detects that there is darkness. So you see, it basically turns on this night vision. We have 4 diodes here that can see in the night. On my phone, I'm not sure how well you can see, but you see basically this is like black and white at the moment. So yeah, let's see. So it's able to see in complete darkness as well here. Also, finally, let me show you what to do if your camera is maybe acting up, not properly working, or maybe you need to reconnect because yeah, it's acting up essentially. Then as you see, you have a tiny reset hole over here. So on any of these cameras, there should be like a reset hole over here. Also, at least for mine, inside the box, I got like this kind of like SIM ejector tool that I can show inside and reset it. So there's kind of like small button inside. But check this, if I actually insert this inside, as you see, nothing happens and nothing actually gets clicked. So you have to actually insert it in an angle like this. So you see, not like this, but like this, like kind of up. So you see, and if you insert it, you should hear and feel a button. So to reset it, yeah, obviously make sure it's in a power, so it's actually on. And then again, insert the needle and hold maybe for like maybe 10 seconds sometimes. It will even say that it has been reset. So, and yeah, that also often fixes these issues. And yeah, overall these cameras actually are pretty darn cool because they are so easy and fast to set up. So literally just screw it in any like light socket and you are ready to go in essentially like maybe like 2 minutes. And again, so when it comes to negatives for these cameras, I think they working in only the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi networks, again, is the biggest problem because most Wi-Fi networks these days actually do not work with 2.4 but 5 GHz. So again, very old Wi-Fi technology basically in these cameras, so that also often creates these problems. So again, you need your router to run in the 2.4 GHz. So if it's in 5 GHz, or again, you have basically using a hotspot from a phone. So for example, if you want to connect it using a phone hotspot, so what you have to do is basically you have to go in the hotspot settings and again make sure it's running in 2.4 GHz, not basically like 5 GHz or even this setting as well. Basically, so a phone can actually like use both of them at the same time, but again, I find it actually never works good in this. So again, you have to use in this 2.4 GHz for the best results. Otherwise, again, it will either like completely not work at all or give you problems. Okay, good luck.